Hello, but back to the United Way for the Leeds United versus the Manchester United Premier League preview. It's the first game of 2026 at Elland Road on Sunday, the 4th of January. It's an early kickoff. It's at 12:30 p.m. So make sure not to miss it. I fell into the trap and I thought it was going to be a 4:30 kickoff, but it's not because City Chelsea is at 5:30. So that big game to look at. Hopefully, by the time they play, we're actually in the top four. We're hoping that Chelsea don't win because they're going through a mad fucking situation at the minute with that manager. But look, before we get stuck into the video, like the video, comment your thoughts, predictions, expectations for the game against Leeds, and do subscribe. It'd be much appreciated, and follow our Instagram link. It's in the description below. So our first preview of 2026, first game of 2026, and hopefully we can start the year off on a high. Leeds obviously played Liverpool last night at Anfield. It ended a 0-0 draw. Leeds basically just shut up shop, set back, and look, they done well. They couldn't do what we done at Anfield and went and won there, but they went and got an important point because Leeds are 16th in the league at the moment. Just looking at where they are, 16th in the league, and they're 7 points ahead of West Ham, who are in 18th. So you have to give it to Leeds. You have to give it to them. Well, we are 6 with 30 points, and a win will put us level on points with Liverpool, but we will go above them. We're 4-4 goal difference, but we'll go ahead of Liverpool if we win this game. Liverpool's next game is Arsenal, so this is another must win. This is another opportunity we're getting. And honestly, who are they playing next? Fulham. Sorry, they're playing Fulham. Then they're playing Arsenal. Fulham away is going to be a tough place, though. Fulham away is going to be tough. It's definitely going to be tough, especially with how Liverpool are playing at the moment. Any game is tough for them to be honest with them. To be honest with you, look, how do we think this game's going to go? Because we're coming into this game and we're playing shit. Let's just say how it is. We are not playing great at the moment, which is sort of like that most of the season, to be fair. Sorry, just something about the let there. He's back training on the grass. But obviously, Ruben actually did talk a bit about team news. He said that he expects no one to be back for the game against Leeds on Sunday. He said no different issues. I don't think anyone will recover. So that goes with the likes of Matthias De Ligt, Harry Maguire, Kobbie Mainoo, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount. I think that's all I covered there. So unfortunately, we won't have them back for the game on Sunday, which, look, we actually need Bruno Mount back and De Ligt, Maguire. We need all our players back, but unfortunately, we have to live without them for now. But look, years gone by, you'd come into this game against Leeds, whether it's home, away, and you'd be saying to yourself, yeah, we win this game, no bother. Because it's always been an easy win for us. But that was under Bielsa. That was under the American lad, forget his name. So we since Daniel Farke's come in, Leeds started the season weren't doing the best. He changes the system. Whereas Manchester United at the moment, you can see our form there. It's all over the place. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Our previous game was a draw home to Wolves, who are bottom of the league, who now have 3 points. And to be honest, in a way, I'm not surprised that we're the team to give them fucking a point. I'm just not. I'm just not. Am I confident about us coming into this game? I'm not. Even in the Newcastle game, when we beat them, it's weird. Coming into it, I was confident that we'd win, but I wasn't confident that we'd do it in typical good United fashion. We fucking scored in the first half and sit back, park the bus in the second half. And yeah, we were lucky to get the win because Newcastle were just hitting us. And if that was probably any other team in the league, it probably would have ended with us not winning the match, whether it's a draw or a defeat. But I sort of think this game, it's going to be hostile. Leeds are going to be up for it. Manchester United are coming to town. Why would they not be? There's that little rivalry there that Leeds are trying to keep going. We always obviously going to hate each other. So yeah, it's just going to be. I think it's us in hostile places like Leeds, because it won't be easy. This game will not be easy on Sunday. No way. If we turn up and we beat these 2-3-0, I'll be like, what the fuck? Because these are coming into this game in good form. Like in the last 5, they haven't lost a game. So these are coming into this in great form, confident. As much as they're below us, they seem to be doing better than us. Obviously, different standards for different clubs. But in a game like this, the way they defended against Liverpool on Thursday, if that's similar, if that's what they're going to do against us, we're going to struggle because we cannot break down teams that sit back low block. We can't. And a team like Manchester United should be able to break down a low block. No bother. Liverpool struggle to do it. As much as shit as they've been, they struggle to do it. And we have players out, which is no excuse for the performance we had in our last game. No excuse. They couldn't do it. So what makes me think that we can do it? Like, we could score. This could be a set piece goal from us. Like, if we score, this could be a set piece, whether it's a pen, a free, a corner. Genuinely, I could see this being like a set piece for us. Because even though we scored against Wolves, it was Xerxes scored. It was a shit goal. Like, probably our best chances after that probably came from set pieces. And to be honest, that's a shocking thing to even do or say when you're playing a team like Wolves. No disrespect. I mean, the Wolves fans, they seem like a sound set of supporters. They'd even say it themselves, like, if that's what you're doing, if that's your best chances coming against us, you fucking have a lot of problems to be dealt with. And what scares me about us is we don't seem like we're going to be signing anyone in January, where other teams will in the Premier League. Like I said in the previous video, Arsenal are going to strengthen their team because they look at it as it's a title race, second half of the season. If we get injuries, we need to have good backup. Manchester City will. They're bringing in Semenyo. What a signing that's going to be. And they're probably going to do a bit of more business as well as him. Aston Villa, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs will probably do a bit of business. Palace will probably do a bit of business. Sunderland, like, the teams that are around us will more than likely do business because they look at the second half of the season. If they're looking to fight for that European spot, they're going to realise, right, we need to bring in players who can help us get to that. Whereas we'll sit back and we'll wait for Bruno to come back from injury. We'll wait for our 2 defenders. We'll wait for Mbeumo, Wamman and Mazraoui to come back. And then we'll be looking at it going, Bruno's going to go in the midfield beside Casemiro. Ruben's going to go back to the 3-4-3. Ahmad's going to be wing back. Mbeumo's going to play in the 10. De Ligt will play the Maguire. That's what it's going to be. And you're sort of going to be looking at it going, we're still shit in the midfield. We are so light in that midfield. I do not trust Casemiro and Ugarte. And again, people are crying for Bruno back. I fucking said it after the Villa game to my cousin. I said, he's also not a fan. And he agreed. I said, people are going to be crying. People who want the Bruno to be sold in the summer will be crying for him back. And look, Bruno was sold in the summer. We probably would have had a better midfield, and that's all well and good. But we just I just worry about our midfield. I really, really. I worry about the team in general. I worry about every problem. Because like you look at our last game, it's funny because I don't agree with Gary Neville a lot on his commentary. Some of the shit he says, I'm like, what are you saying, pal? For some, like, and he's actually not a legend. I'm actually not a fan, but I agree with him in most, nearly, if not most, all of his commentary during that game against Wolves on the Tuesday, because he was saying we switched it up against Bournemouth. Yeah, we didn't win, and it was 4-4. We looked better. We looked more of a threat, and we've done it against even Villa. Yeah, we lost, but we thought we'd done okay. Like they were again Newcastle. Yeah, we shut up shop in the second half, but we looked comfortable. We looked more of a threat. We don't look comfortable. Ruben went from the 4 to the 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2 to the 3-4-3, and that worries me because yes, it's Wolves, but we looked comfortable playing with the 4 at the back, and we don't look comfortable playing with the 3-4-2-1. So the 4-2-3-1, we look perfect, comfortable. We're used to it. The 3-4-2-1, we don't look comfortable. We look like we've never played football in our lives, and that worries me. That worries me. And we're lucky that it was Wolves, a team who could have beaten us, by the way. And we never look a threat, especially with the options we have now. We're not looking a threat. Keown is probably our only threat coming forwards, and he did not play as good, he did not play well against Wolves last game. Is he trying too hard, or are we asking too much from him? To be honest with you, I'll be honest, the Wolves players fucking battered him. Every time we got the ball, it was just, it's like they actually hate him with an absolute passion. Every time we took the ball, it was just bang. I'm looking at the ref going, the ref was shit that game as well, by the way. I'm not going to fucking ignore that one. Stupid tick. But I think, like, Ruben's been in the Premier League a year and a bit now. He needs to know, like, he surely looks at it before when he's analysing for the matches and looks at how we played with the 4 at the back and all that to the game against Wolves where we went back to his 3-4-2-1. Surely he looks at it and goes, okay, we look more comfortable playing with the 4-2-3-1. Let's stick with it. Because with the players he has now, with the midfielders he has now, like, he needs to bring in a lot more players if he wants to play with his 3-4-2-1. But unfortunately, we have owners who are fucking shit. Who, I'll be honest, they don't care about the club. They don't give a shit. They don't know how to run a club. I genuinely I say to this day, I'm always convinced that they don't even watch a game of football. It's like, and if they do turn up, it's just I have to turn up just to show, just to pretend like her. Where genuinely speaking, they couldn't give a fuck. And that's just how it is. It's a sad thing to say, but that's just how it is. They don't care. And something needs to be done. Again, Ineos are shit. The guys are shit. They're fucking too busy riding each other. I'm talking about the next 5-10 years. Do now. So yeah, like, just look. I hope he goes back to the 4 at the back. I really, really do. But look, I want to go through head to head there quick. The previous 5 times we've played each other. So we played each other in 2021, and it was 0-0. We played them on the 14th of August, which was the first game of the season, and we beat them 4-2. Then it was a 4-2 win away from home against them. Then it was a 2-2 draw and a 2-0 win as well. The last time we played them was 12th of February 2023. Now let's jump into Leeds United fairly quick. Who are our opponents? So, like I said, look, there's their form there. They're doing well in the last 5. They're unbeaten. 3-3 draw against Liverpool, which was a comeback, and then a late equaliser. A 1-1 draw against Brentford, a 4-1 win against Crystal Palace, a 1-1 draw against Sunderland, and a 0-0 draw against Liverpool. They're doing well. As much as I hate to say it, they're doing well. I mean, like I said, speaking about system, Daniel Farke switched it up because at the start of the season, Leeds looked like they were fucked. It looked like it was going to be one of them seasons where Daniel Farke would get sacked and Leeds should be in this shit situation again. He switched it up. Calvert-Lewin's banging him in the back of the net. Leeds seem to be looking more. They're playing better football. So Leeds are in good spirits, and rightly so, with how they're playing and their form and how things are going. Daniel Farke, he's turned it around there, and fair play to him. I mean, the only team news for them, like I know Ampadu, I've seen he'd be suspended because he got a yellow against Liverpool, which was weird because I thought that went away in the new year, but maybe he's probably on about 8 or 9 anyway. So yeah. So yeah, look, I mean, like I said, they're going to be up for it. The players are going to be up for it. It's going to be like a cup final for these. They're going to be up for it because, in fairness, they can think to themselves, Manchester United are coming to town at Elland Road. The fans are going to be up for it. It's going to be loud. It's going to be hostile. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy game. It's going to be a crazy game of football. I can see it now. I can see it just being end-to-end crazy football. And they think Man United aren't playing great. They have players out. Some gone to AFCON, some injured. They drew against Wolves last time out. They're not looking great. Confidence is low. Leeds are going to try and fucking go for the kill here. Like, Leeds would love nothing more than to beat us 2 or 3-0 at their place. And I don't think there'll be a 3-0 battering. I don't think there'll be any batterings on Sunday. I think it'll be either 1 goal wins out or it ends in a draw. That's just how I think it's going to be. I mean, you went with a 3-5-2 against Liverpool, which was sort of like a 5-4-1 at times. So I expect them to sit back and try and beat us in the counter attack. But they have that threat. They have Calvert-Lewin who's banging them. He scored against Liverpool, but it was offside. But he still put the ball in the back in the fucking net. And Leeds had like 4 or 5 starters on the bench. So they were resting players. They're looking at the bigger picture. They look at the rivalry. And look, it's going to be crazy. You know, they'll sit back, beat us on the counter, and then we'll sit back and try and be down the counter. Then it's going to be a crazy. I don't think it'll be a boring game. I think it'll be a crazy game of football. I hope it's a good game of football, but I think it'll be crazy. This could be one of them games where after you start thinking to yourself, fucking hell. Like, this should be one opportunity could be like, if we scored that, we win. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be probably yellows, scraps, but that's the old-fashioned way. You know, too much respect shown these days in games like this. But if it was at Old Trafford, I would like, yeah, we beat them. But the fact that it's at their place, our away form is better than our home form, though. We can't forget that. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, when we don't expect Manchester United to turn up and play well and to get beat, or to not win in general, we turn up, play well and win. Liverpool, we turn up and win. Palace, we turn up and win. Like, some of our games where you think, yeah, we're not winning that. When it's away, yeah, we're not winning that. We turn up, play well and win. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, so I hope it's the same again. But look, I'm going to go through my predicted 11. Here it is. I went with Xerxes to start because Jack Fletcher came on to the day. Look, I'm never that person where when it comes to the youth players, if they come on and they don't play great, I'm like, well, they're young. They're being thrown into the deep end. What do you expect? Like, do you expect Jack Fletcher to come on and play like fucking Bruno Fernandes or prime Luka Modric? Prime, you know, what you expecting? What are you expecting? So I went with Lamons in goal. I went with the back 4 of Luke Shaw left back, Dallo right back, 2 centre backs of Lissandro Martinez and Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven played well last game. Don't know why Ruben took him off, but there you go. 2 midfielders, Casemiro and Ugarte. It was Xerxes in the 10. I'll explain why in a minute. Cunha on the left, Doig on the right, and Benjamin Sesko up top. Look, Xerxes played shit against Wolves. Got taken off at half time. Wasn't an injury. But Jack Fletcher, I'm just looking at the game like this. Can you throw a youth player into a game like this where it's going to be crazy? are they going to be used to it? Probably not. So Xerxes, I feel like this could be a 4-4-2 jobby. This could be Cunha left mid, Dorgu right mid, 4-4-2, Sesko Xerxes up top. That could be it. That could genuinely be it. Or it could be a fucking a 3-5-2. It could be one or the other. But here's the score prediction. I went with a 1-1 draw. Carvalho to score for Leeds and Sesko to score for us. Why not? He should have scored last game, but some of his chances were fucking like, Tony, he didn't finish that. But I didn't think he played all that bad. But look, that's what I went with. Let us know what you think. Let us know your predictions. Do subscribe, like the video, all that stuff. Much appreciate it. Follow our Instagram, link in the description. Look, he could play Jack Fletcher. I don't expect Mount to be back because of what Ruben said in his press conference and things like that. But we don't play great football. So, I don't expect us to go out here and play fucking incredible, sexy stuff. It's just not going to go that way. But okay, this has been the Leeds United versus Manchester United preview. It's not going to be easy as titled in the video. Do let us know your predictions. It's much appreciated. And please just get the win. Because if when we go fourth, I've said this, I feel like a fucking parrot. I keep repeating myself. I've said this loads of times this season. Turn up, play well, get the fucking win, and let's go fourth place. Because Chelsea plays City away. Chelsea aren't beating City. And then we have Burnley on Wednesday. There's a chance. Don't fucking ruin it. Because genuinely, the TV is on the verge of getting smashed. But this has been the Manchester United Leeds preview. Thanks for watching. Come on, let's get the win. Let's start the year on a high. See you in the next one, Reds. Thanks for watching.